Hey guys, this is LeDuck for theScore Esports, and currently I'm with a coach who made it to the finals for the second time, Youngbuck from G2 Esports. And Youngbuck, I do have to ask you, would you say the series went as you expected, or would you say that Unicorns managed to catch you off guard in some of the games?
In terms of results, it's what I would expect, but the way we got to this result was very unexpected. They pulled a few tricks in drafts, and I think we overall had very weak early to mid games and just made really uncharacteristic mistakes.
Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about the preparation. So you guys had a lot of time to prepare. You were able to see what Unicorns was playing against Giants. Would you say, like now in hindsight, were you like happy with your preparation? Did you feel like that you fully understood the patch, or were there like some hurdles for you guys to overcome?
At the start, we had a few hurdles. Like the first few days, we were losing to everyone. We actually lost 4-0 to Unicorns and Scrims like just a week and a half ago. So they probably got a lot of confidence. But overall, I think our preparation was really good, and we have a very good understanding of the meta. However, Unicorns is just so completely different, and they approach this meta a lot different than Splyce and H2K have done. So we had a different preparation, and I think next week will be easier to prepare than for Unicorns.
Okay, Yamato probably sweating somewhere, but regarding the draft, so you guys were happy with your preparation, and you choose to ban out Exile. You invested a lot of bans with Ryze, Vladimir, and Kassadin, but you ended up giving Visichachi Shen twice, and those Shen games were a little bit difficult. Would you say that like banning Exile out was the correct choice? Is this something you would do again, or now that you've played out the series, maybe there's like some adjustments you could have made?
I think it was fine. In Game 4, Game 3 it actually showed when we actually banned out the mid lane completely. When we got Atalia against LeBlanc, I still think Perks could have played it better, but overall the team comps were fine because they like to play around top lane. At least they did against Giants, so we didn't mind putting him on a champion that's going to be AFK and is eventually going to be pushed into the tower because we trust that our bot lane is going to win. And the problem we had in the second game where we lost is that we gave them Shen, but we also gave them a winning bot lane. So they had a lot of opportunities to dive us, and that's where the drafting error was.
Okay, so regarding your bot lane, now there's always a lot of talk about curses going on in the LCS, and unfortunately one of these curses involves Niels and Mithy, Sven and Mithy, never been able to win a finals. Mithy now in his third finals, Sven in his second finals. What is different this time? Would you say that this time they have the strongest team they've ever had, or what's going to break the curse?
The curse is going to be broken by them having 3 people who have never lost a final, so we're outnumbering them.
That's a good one.
Other than that, is this the best team? I don't know. It can compete with the Origin that made it to semifinals, but it's probably either the best lineup or second lineup they've played with.
Okay, so G2 also, as an organization, had some trouble. Like, we kind of have the meme going on about like the vacation meme and like G2 taking time off when they should have been playing. But I think people like to forget that Fnatic blamed a lot of their performance in Worlds in the semifinals when they lost on burning out. Can you maybe elaborate a little bit for the viewers about how an esports player can actually burn out based on their schedule, and why taking a few days off might actually be more helpful than grinding all the way through?
I think it's really important for players to have the opportunity to relax every now and then. And in Season 3 and 4 and Season 2, I think we saw people grind 24/7. Every player was just grinding the ladder. But either after the spring split or somewhere during the summer, you could see that the individual performance were going down, or people were getting really unmotivated to play because the game was their life. It was dictating their life, and we still have some cases of that even in G2. But I think the people that look for a healthy life, go to the gym, try to take a break every now and then, benefit a lot from it, and actually come back stronger and can stay consistently good.
Okay. So regarding your lineup, I also have a question, which is in May, Expect joined as a second top laner, and arguably you can say that you guys intended to build a 6-man roster. Now Kikis ended up leaving because he didn't want to share the position. Is building a 6-man roster still something, or like even more, like maybe a 10-man roster even, is this something that we can expect from Gamers 2 coming into the next year?
That wouldn't be impossible. We really wanted to have a 6-man roster, not a 5-man roster, so it was unfortunate that Kiki's left. And when he left, we did discuss a 6-man roster and who we could get for top lane, but at that moment we realized we had to put all our time into Expect to make him LCS capable. So we decided against it, but it is a possibility for next year, and maybe another role, I don't know yet.
Okay, probably some people are already writing up their applications for next year. So you guys are in the finals. You're going to be facing Splyce, and you're going to be facing the most valuable coach, who kind of snatched the title away from you. So how do you feel going into the finals? And can we see potentially you taking some revenge for Yamato stealing your trophy?
Well, I don't think he stole it. I think he actually deserved it. So, but it's fun. Spring split MVP against summer split MVP against each other, and I do think we are the 2 best teams right now. And the fun part is that we have been practicing so much against each other that we hold no secrets. So, drafting is going to be very, I guess the right word is interesting, because there can be so many different things or curveballs be thrown that it's going to be very nice to watch the drafts from the outside.
Yeah, Yamato mentioned that in an interview that he went guns blazing because he was saying about G2 knows everything about us, there's no point holding back. So definitely it's going to be interesting if in the next week you guys will be able to add something new to the team comp, maybe figure out something new about the patch. So before we wrap up the interview, I want to talk about Korea, because you guys are already qualified for Worlds and you announced the boot camp. So my question for you is, how high do you think is the ceiling for G2? Like how far can you grow, and will you guys go into the World Championship expecting to win the whole thing? Or are you more of a team that would go like a step-by-step approach, like we're gonna go groups, we're not gonna like take care of anything, and we'll just try our best and go as far as we can?
Well, throughout the split, we've been saying that we need a lot of time to grow and that we're looking at the next spring split to be really dominant. However, we've already grown a lot, and Korea can only add a lot to that. And as a team, I think all around we are individually very good. So when we get to play in Korea and our individual levels are matched, it will be really fun to see how they approach the macro different than we do and how much we can learn from it.
Okay, thank you for the great interview, and again, congratulations to making it to your 2nd finals. I wish you the very best in Poland. And if you guys want to see more videos, then please visit us at thescoreesports.com or just download our app, and see you guys the next time.